A series of courtesy calls in Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa this past week by foreign diplomats will see increased cooperation in agricultural development here in Guyana. His Excellency Bernardo Jose del Pico Rubio, Resident Ambassador of the Republic of Chile to Guyana, His Excellency Dr. Amit Telang, High Commissioner of India to Guyana, and outgoing UN Resident Coordinator in Guyana, Ms. Yasim Uruk, were the foreign visitors hosted by Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa. In her remarks during the meeting with Minister Mustafa, Ms. Uruk said her term in Guyana was one in which much was achieved and a solid foundation set for continued involvement of her organization in Guyana's agricultural development.
My job has been very easy in Guyana. I'm working with a government that has a very strong development agenda and a lot of ambitions, not only for Guyana but also for the region and possibly globally. So my job has been really more about sort of the thought leadership and trying to bring us together around some shared issues between different agencies. And if I may say so, Minister, and I've been repeating this in all my exit meetings, the only area that I wish we could have done more is on the cross-sectoral work. I talked to Minister Anthony and I'm like, oh my God, this is great. PAHO is supporting perfect. It's all wonderful. I speak with Minister of Labor. ILO is supporting them all great. But there is some cross-sectoral work, and it's in your government's voluntary national review on the Sustainable Development Goals, that we have the biggest difficulty in capturing things in SDG targets where multiple agencies, multiple parts of government need to contribute. It's not that they're not being done. Yours is a very well-disciplined government. In my 30 years, this is the most disciplined government I've ever worked with, where everybody is on the same page with national objectives and things. But some areas that always, that were close to my heart, Jillian knows I cook a lot. And for me, like nutrition has been the thing that I've tried to really rally troops behind, from UNICEF, who works with education and human services, FAO, PAHO on the health side. I think on the nutrition thing, at the FAO conference, the presentations made, not for Guyana, for the region writ large, is we're seeing new world problems in nutrition, from child obesity to other things, cardiovascular diseases, etc. I would love to see a movement, a coalition on nutrition.
In responding, Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa said government is looking to better streamline intersectoral collaboration to address instances of blind spots.
I want to express our appreciation for the work you have done over the last 3 years.
Thank you.
And I hope that you move on and move on the same kind of energy that you exhibited in Guyana. You take to the other places that you go.
I won't find this anywhere else. I'm so sure of it.
But I think you have made a tremendous contribution to our development. And we are now richer with your contribution over the last 3 years to take the process forward, to move the system forward.
Thank you.
And I think that we can work. We are, as I said, we see now, not only from the Ministry of Agriculture's perspective, but together from the government of Guyana and the other agencies, we have advanced critical areas that we were lacking.
Correct.
And I think that this is a stepping stone to go to greater heights.
Correct.
Right? So I want to thank you on behalf of the government, especially on the Ministry of Agriculture and on my own personal behalf.
Thank you.
It was a tremendous honor to work with you.
Thank you.
During his meeting with His Excellency Bernardo Jose del Pico Rubio, Resident Ambassador of the Republic of Chile, the Agriculture Minister said the focus now is the cultivation of new crops, and Chile's help in this and other areas would be most welcome.
The President gave instruction that we start on some new crops. Over the century, we have been growing traditional crops like rice, sugar, fruits, vegetables. So we started the production now on the cultivation of corn and soy. So we want to be self-sufficient by next year because we are importing a lot of them.
Yeah.
So if we can get some build capacity, Chile can help us in those fields.
Yeah.
We also started new high-value crops, things like broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, and so on. We have the young people who are involved. So those areas we can look at look for opportunities if we can help get expertise from Chile to help us in those areas.
Sure.
Right? And also in the livestock sector. We want to develop our livestock sector. We want to be, because we have now built an abattoir.
Yeah.
So in the beef industry, we want to develop that. We want to develop the dairy industry and all those areas. Poultry, we want to expand our poultry industry. So all those areas are areas that we need assistance. We need assistance.
Minister Mustafa told the Chilean ambassador that Guyana is aiming to produce to meet not only its own needs, but be able to supply the Caribbean region and beyond. He said an entire region is counting on Guyana to help in the realization of a 25% reduction in the food import bill of CARICOM by the end of 2025. In comments during the meeting, the Chilean diplomat said Chile is a market that Guyana can tap into, as his government will be happy to expand trade relations with this country.
Actually, we have interest in trying to make a deal on free trade. I mean, they're still in the very early stages of development, but I know that you have some restriction because of CARICOM and your main objective is basically CARICOM.
Right.
Markets and then CARICOM. But maybe in the future we are interested.
Yeah, we can continue working.
Because even Chile, which is not a large country, has a 22 million people market. So I think it's interesting.
Yeah, Chile. We get just under 1 million people in Guyana.
Yeah. But I mean, we can offer a market.
Nobody market is good. The market is good, and we can look.
Can buy, products from Guyana.
Yeah, we can look for opportunities in Chile if we can get some opportunities, because we have a lot of we are doing a lot now of productions.
Yeah.
So we can look at outside of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Right. We can even get the exchange visit with some of our investors going into Chile, and Chile come to Guyana.
That's the idea. I mean, we have our trade, our mutual trade is very small. I mean, significant. But I mean, we think we should expand this trade.
No problem.
I know it's not something.
Definitely, I agree with you. I am with you. Let's go ahead and let's continue to do that. So
that's the point. I mean, trying to think in the future.
So what I can do, we can send to you a list of interests for us, so that where you can explore it. I will do that. I will send it to the.